Since the dawn of creation, the sun is the original source and sustainer of worldly life. Its intense light expels darkness and destroys sins. The sun is the creator and preserver, the savior and redeemer, the origin and begetter of all living essence. O was the first name of the sun. O means sun and own, even so does on. This word on is supposed to mean the sun, and the Greeks translated it by the word helios or sol. The circumstance of on, having been so translated by the Greeks, must remove all doubt as to its real meaning. And from the identity of O and on, we thus obtain the most undoubted proof that the O must have been also a name of the sun, there being no more difference in meaning between O and on. And as true theodicy informs us, this is why we turn our lights on. The following will serve to show, various derivations are given of the word on. They are, om, an, an. Ion, pronounced Aeon, was a son of the sun god Apollo. Ion is also a Celtic name for God and the sun. Ani is Aeon, the sun. Ani has in Sanskrit the form Ina. The sun, in Greece, Egypt, and Palestine it is on, Ion, Aeon, Aho, Ion, Oni, On, Ono, and Unni. El-On, the highest god in Phoenicia, is a compound of El, the sun, and On, Ani. In Sancho Nathan's account of Phoenician deities, it has the form El-Ion, or El-Ion. The Canaanitish term El-Ion is a compound of Eli and On, both titles of the sun. The word Amen is broken down to Am, On, two ancient words that mean sun. Likewise, the sun god Aton. The sun was also worshipped under the title Abaddon, which, as we are informed by the evangelist, was the same as Apollo or Apollon. Phaethon, a much mistaken personage, was an ancient title of the sun, a compound of Phi, Ath, On. The cause of so many names of the sun ending with N, or, which amounts to the same, with M, arises from the tendency with many people to give the nasal sound to vowels. Hence, the first name of the sun, that is, O, became on, an, am, Thus, according to Bryant, sun, san, and zan have the same signification, and are names of the sun. The most common name for the sun was San, and Sun, expressed also Zan, Zon, and Zan. Zeus of Crete, who was supposed to have been buried in that island, is said to have had the following inscription on his tomb. Herein lies the great Zan. On, now moving elegantly through the sky. The Ionians expressed it, Zen, and Zena. Hesychius tells us that the sun was called Sos by the Babylonians. It is to be observed that the Grecians in foreign words continually omitted the new final, and substituted a sigma. The true Babylonish name for the sun was undoubtedly Son, oftentimes expressed, Son. It was the same as the Zoan of the Sidonians, under which name they worshipped Adonis, or the sun. As to the essence of these words, they do but replace the aspirate, so that on and an are the roots and no wise different from the un of sun. Another well-known name of the sun was An, and which is thus confirmed by the following. An or Un was the Egyptian title of the sun, whence the city of Un was expressed by the Greeks Heliopolis. In India Suna, god of the sky, is Indra, sun Vedic Suna, Gothic sun, German sun, Greek San, Sion, Assyrian San, Hebrew Shana, Sion, Zion, Shun in data, sun in English. A is interchangeable with E and O. P is B, V, and PH. T becomes D and TH. K passes over into G and CH. S softens to SH and H. H is S. This is why the Latins translated the Greek Helios by way of Solis or Sol. Even the Hel of Helios of the Greeks and the Al and El of the Hebrews are all but different forms of Sol, or Solus, but a different form of these, the O, the sun's first name, being the parent of them all. In Helios, Sol, and Sun, the radical meaning of each of these words is own. This is made very plain by sol, root of solace, yet the hell of Helios is the same word, that is, it means solace or own. And as the S of sun has grown out of the aspirate H, this word has also the meaning of own, for its root is un. In Sanskrit the word for sun, is namely, sanu, which M. Max Mueller derives from su, to beget, and this is no mistake. But there is a root of this root, which is u. How then are we to account for the S? By making it represent, as usual in such cases, the aspirate H. This is therefore very correct, for as its aspirate may be represented by S, and its root is equal to su. Su or Shu was the creating germ of life, the Akkadian and Egyptian fire god. Su, the root of Savitar, Savul, and Sorwul, the Hindu and Babylonian sun god. In Sanskrit su means to beget, and that sunu is in the same language the word for sun. By this we see, since the u of su, to beget, is entitled to the nasal sound, that this word cannot differ from sun, which is the radical part of sunu, a son, so that the same word means the begetter and the begotten, the latter having been called after the former, which accounts for both ideas having the same name. The root, su, means to generate, produce or beget. Just as the sun generates light, produces heat and begets life, in the same manner a father generates a seed, produces offspring, and begets a son. Bryant also notes that the Egyptian priests were called Sun Chin, or Sun Kohen, that is, priests of the sun. Thus, the English word son is not a false cognate with sun, and it is truthfully said that the Son of God is the Son of God. In fact, the myth of being the son of the sun and the sun god giving his only begotten son is a common reoccurrence that is echoed throughout almost every sun god myth in the ancient world. Hence there is no difference, except conventionally, between the words sun and sun, which at the very heart of their etymological root, are proven to bear an identical meaning and definition.